Quick rundown of the products I use. Everything is from shopluxritual.com. I've got tweezers, adhesive, and a lash cleanser that I use with every client of mine. So before we get started, I always start off every client with a lash bath. I always prime them if they need primer, and I pop on those eye patches and any tape that I need to use to secure their bottom lashes. This fill was honestly on a whim, but I was super eager to get a video out on YouTube. It's been 10 months, I haven't posted a video yet, so here is the start to my journey. So when it comes to my fills, I like to go all in. This client is coming in with a 3-week fill and her lashes did amazing. She didn't have too many outgrowns, but definitely had some in there, which if you zoom, you could probably see them very well. I like to start all of my clients off with just filling. I just start her. The reason why I didn't do a lash map is because her previous lash map, it stayed really well. I knew exactly where to put everything. Wonderful, just wonderful. So here I am going through. You can see everything I have going on. I usually go from one eye to the other eye, but for the sake of this video, I kind of tried to work on the eye closest to the camera a little more, and then by the time we get to the end of the video, you'll see I was working on the other eye a lot more. My classic 3-week fills range from an hour to an hour and 15 minutes. Usually I can get them done pretty quick, especially if the client has amazing retention. So as you can see, I'm going to the other eye now. As you can see here, I like to banana peel my outgrowns. And here is me checking for any stickies on the iPad, and doesn't look like she had any, so we keep going. And at this point, I was starting to go more right and left, trying to get each eye the way that I would prefer to fill her.
Kick.
In this time, I am doing fanning, so I'm not actually touching her eyes. That's why I was like, why did I stop? It was because I was fanning her eyes. I like to fan a total of 5 minutes throughout the whole full set, and then a total of 3 to 5 minutes throughout the whole fill. So now I'm utilizing my sensitive jelly tape. I actually sell this at my store, shopluxritual.com. You can get my favorite jelly tape. I like to use this jelly tape to tape up the extensions, and it kind of reveals that underneath layer of bottom lashes that I have not lashed yet. And it's a really good way to get a bird's eye view on all of those lashes that are maybe sticking together, that may be twisted, grown out. And so here I am just going through, popping those babies on. And just to keep things super symmetrical, whatever I do to one eye, I always do to the other eye. Don't ever be afraid to ask your client to move their head. So in this video, you're going to see me asking my client to turn her head and twist it the way I need to in order to get a better reach on her lashes. I also like to utilize my tape to get those pesky outer corners and inner corners. Actually didn't need to utilize the tape on Margaret this time for her inner corners since she had such great retention and there were only a few that I needed to touch. So here I am getting those outer corners. This is exactly how I do it. I decided to put 10mm and 9mm outer corners for Margaret. By the way, her lash map is 8 and 9 through 14, like 13 and 14. And I go back down on the outer corners because I don't want it drooping on her. But she does like a more cat eye look for her eye shape and for her face and just what she prefers. So here's that. Okay, so here I am. I'm checking if there's any outer corner lashes that I needed to get, but there wasn't because I got them earlier. So here I am taping up more bottom layer because I had noticed the outer corner on this one. It was just a little bit different. This is how I needed to get to it. So here I am doing that. Just by looking at my client's lashes, I noticed there was a gap where I wanted more lashes there. So I was going back to see what was in this area, and lo and behold, there was some juicy lashes. So going ahead and lashing those. Okay, so I'm going back in this area because I saw a lash here that didn't look right. It just looked, and you could probably see it, it just looks different. It's super stiff and it's kind of lost its curl. It just looks like an older lash that is hanging on. So I am removing it and replacing it with a fresh new lash. Okay, so I'm going back in this area, and what I'm doing is I had seen some stickies, so here I am going back over this area to check for any stickies, and I'm just kind of going down the line. Right now I'm just continuously checking for any stickies, and it seems like she did have one at the bottom, so I just kind of took that off, and all is looking good. Okay, now that everything is checking out, she's got no stickies at the bottom lashes, I'm gonna go ahead and take our eye patches off. I like to do everything super slow and careful when it comes to my clients. Don't want to hurt anybody. Beautiful, get off all of those stray lashes. Checking for any stickies here. She did have one in the inner corner, so I had to go and grab that. I think I ended up taking that one off. Did I? Yeah. I just took it off because it was stuck on the bottom lash. It was more like a little tiny bottom lash peeping through the eye patch, and then I ended up gluing it on there. But other than that, she was done. Look at that. Butter. Okay, so here is another view of my client's lashes. I really wanted to show you guys what they looked like immediately after application, and then a proper view coming up. Beautiful. These are 0.20 flat CC curl.
I'm gonna miss this one.
I know. Oh my gosh. What do you think?
Oh, yeah.
Looks so good. So full.